So I just about completed today's project. I hooked up 2-pile marine speakers and radio receiver, and then installed a 5-gang switch panel, USB on one side, and then you can do like a cigarette lighter on the other side. It tells you your battery voltage, it's just cover on it, plastic on it. And I built this system where everything sits in here. I still have to, probably should have done it beforehand, cut out 2 batteries spots. It'll be its own holder too. So 2 batteries will sit there. And then made spots for this can be flush into it, but I wanted enough space if I wanted to store some stuff in here too, or whatever I need. So all the wiring runs up here, and then the main power wiring I ran through the side tubing here. This comes from the rear back there, and that comes from the front. This orange wire will run some small things. I have a little fish finder back here, and or just my bow and stern lights. And then the main power wires, which I ran 8-gauge marine all the way up front, will run my trolling motor and the hook 9, hook 7 fish finder and all that jazz. But I'm pretty stoked on how it turned out. I should have put more carpet glue, but it's kind of bubbly. I can figure something out. You could always put a little slit in the side and spray some 3M adhesive. Yeah, it turned out pretty clean. I don't think I've measured as much as I have today. I'm usually a guy that just throws stuff together. The foam needs to be kind of messed with. I don't know why it slid. But yeah, so now we have like probably a 11-foot deck. So there's more fishing space. This is all supported. A lot of elbow anchors like that throughout the system. Yeah, pretty cool. All right, folks, I got to a little bit of the wiring today, and I made some recessed battery holders. There is this block here if you use just a larger deep cycle marine battery, like that size. That's gonna be controlling the trolling motor and my 2 fish finders, which is basically gonna be an always on thing. I'll put a switch up front basically to kill power, or I'll just run it right through that battery safety switch and then turn that on when I'm ready. This will be here on this one in case of fire. You always want a battery safety switch. But it's all ran negative to my negative bus bar, and then negative on my control panel to the bus bar. And then ran my auxiliary, my yellow power B is what's called on pile, the marine radio, and then my main power all capped off together. I didn't want to use caps, but I had them, so whatever. It's all ran to here. So right now I have switch 1 on, which is my radio, and then I'll just, as I progress in my build, I'll add the next things. But it's pretty nice, double USB, lights up, pretty cool. And then I got the radio, which boom, welcome. And then I can run Bluetooth, auxiliary, or whatever else I need. But I'm really stoked about it, and it's turned out all right. So, yeah.